Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tilted Table. Tonight, we are incredibly excited to be bringing back the brand new version of a game that we streamed, I think, last year?
I think so.
I think it was last year. And we'll talk more about that, but some quick introductions. My name is Jordan, aka Axel Hellfire.
My name is Sam, aka the man with too many toys.
And we
Also
are
known as
Tilted
DJ
Table.
Fluffkins.
Yes, yes. Speaking of toys, desync the audio a bit so people recognize you all.
Wow, Kane.
Wow. I see how it is. Yeah, we do actually have ridiculous toys tonight. Before we jump into the game, Sam, do you want to give us like a 30-second rundown of all of the ridiculousness that we've accumulated tonight?
So, I've had this like slider for a while, and it's just been doing nothing at home. And so I brought that in. But we also had a gimbal for the phone cam that you guys have seen. And so I put the gimbal on the slider. So let's show you what that looks like. Basically, like if we track our little buddy over here, we can go to the right. Or if he decides to go the other way.
Jukes! Oh, didn't expect that, did you?
Oh! I gotta go down! Oh god, I lost him. All right, we're back. All right. Long story short,
we have toys.
We have toys. They do things.
I can't believe I watched any of your streams before this existed. Wow, stream is upgrading, about time.
Yeah. No thanks to you guys.
Yeah. We, of course, also have the Sling Studio, which we've been trialing out for a couple weeks now. So we're using that to bring in the audio and video. And then Sam also has a really cool collapsible light box that we're going to be using for some green screening here.
Yeah. I mean, I could show that off in a sec. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's show that.
Yeah, very exciting. Lots of new toys. Just trying to see what we can do to make the experience better for you. We did have to lay off Guilty to avoid the upgrades, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, Guilty.
Sorry. Yeah, in fact, you could say that she was feeling very guilty for holding us back.
Oh. Yeah, so the issues of the past are gone.
That's right.
Clean.
Clean
That's
green
awesome.
screen. Finally.
Oh crap! The holes are green. Do
you want to switch colors?
No, I'm good.
All right. You did cheer a lot for those upgrades. It's true, Mr. Draco. So, let's talk about this game here. Guilty's the real winner. Wow. True.
Maybe.
All right, so tonight we are playing On the Underground, London, Berlin. And this is the original On the Underground is a game that came out, I don't even know, like early 2000s, I think. Or maybe it was like the late 2000s, so maybe like 15, 12 years ago, something like that. And I got a copy maybe about a year after it came out, and then it basically immediately went out of print, despite being a well-received game from the people who'd played it. And eventually, I think the publisher may have gone out of business or something, and eventually the rights to the game reverted to the designer, and the publishing company Ludi Creations decided to pick up this game and reprint it along with upgrades, new art, and actually some new game content. So we're going to be showing you all the new game content and also showing you all the new upgrades and everything like that. Tonight we are playing the deluxe edition of the game.
Deluxe.
Which does have some nicer component meeples and stuff like that. And yeah, they kickstarted it and it just shipped. I think we got this in the mail less than a week ago.
It's got this dude. You can barely see him.
Yeah, little like traveler cutout guy. So, we're not going to go over 100% of the rules for the game because we have streamed it before, and we really want to show you what's new, what's different, and get into the gameplay. But the basic premise of the game is that each of us as players, are essentially building and managing different transit lines in a city's underground, in their subway system. And we have travelers who are essentially tourists, or they could be commuters or whatever, who are trying to get to different destinations in the city. And there are various rules that indicate which of the 4 possible destinations that they go to. Thank you. 2006 was the year the original was published. So however long ago that was, 13 years? Yeah.
Jordan can math.
Yeah, math is hard. So yeah, basically we're going to take turns trying to add to our transit network in order to have the travelers, or passenger as the game calls them, choose to take our transit lines as much as possible so that we can build up points.
Yeah, the real important thing you have to remember here is the traveler, or the transit guy, or the traveler?
Passenger.
The passenger,
yes,
is extremely lazy. Just like both of us.
And or has physical limitations that causes them to opt for the least amount of walking possible as one of their decision things. So there's a whole decision tree of how you decide which paths they take. We don't have a lot of choice, but on our turn, we can try to impact that choice by changing how the board lays out with the moves that we make. So let's go ahead and do the setup here real quick.
Cool.
So the first thing that Sam's going to do is, one at a time, he's going to draw 4 destination cards and show them to you all and tell me where they are, and I'm going to place some destinations.
We got C3, Hermannplatz.
Hermannplatz. All right, so we do have a letter and number grid, so C3 and then Hermannplatz, you said. All right, so that's right here. So we're going to take one of these cool little markers. Oop, there we go. And put it on Hermannplatz.
Nice.
And one of the cool things that they did... Oh, sorry. Just to let people know, the original game has London's underground as the map. The game we are playing tonight is actually the reverse side of the new board. Travelers being transcribed as traveler. We're not in the UK. We're in Berlin. That's exactly what I was talking about, Capebots. So we are actually doing the Berlin Underground instead of the London Underground because they have kept the London Underground map in the reproduction of the game, but they've introduced a second map on the back of the board to add new content.
Nice.
So one of the cool things that they did, which I'll show you here really quick, is they actually have different destination tokens for each of the cities. The card is in the way.
Oh, damn it.
But yes, you actually have a Big Ben little meeple thing, and then I'm not sure what this is in Berlin because I've never been there. But if we can go to the big camera really quick, one of the cool things they did on the box is that the box sleeve and the box itself is double-sided to give you the sort of skyline of London and Berlin. And you'll notice that on Berlin, they have this spire thing with the round ball on the top. And so that is what is being used to designate the destination tokens for Berlin. Live translated Deutsch. I mean, we could.
All right. So we got A2.
All right.
Zitadel.
And that is a gold.
Oh, the gold ones are different?
Yes, different tokens, and it will impact their priority destinations. So right. A2 Zitadel is going to be over here somewhere. Right there. Great.
All right. We got E2 Springflug.
E2 Springfuel. Is that also gold?
Looks like it.
All right, so boom, there we go.
Oh, we're in the way now. Never mind.
Wait, my head is a token.
Basically. And then another golden one. B3 Heidelberger Platz.
All right, B3 Heidelberger Platz. I'm blind. B3. Oh, farther down. There we go. Is Platz Place in German?
Maybe. That makes sense.
Like Hermann Place, Heidelberger Place.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Is there a difference in playtime between the two maps? We're not sure, Steven.
We will see.
The game just has a playtime rating of, I think, 60 minutes on there. It does not... Oh, interesting. Okay. It rates both as 60 minutes. Hold on, let me see if I can show this on the overhead camera. Can you give us the close-up screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you do it. So that's the London side, and then if you can do that again for the Berlin side. It's the same numbers, but they actually changed the symbology for each city. So they did a lot with the box to make it represent both cities that come in the game, which is really cool, and means that if they stay successful, and I believe the Kickstarter was relatively successful, they could actually print other cities that have cool underground systems.
Is Bahnhof Zoo a station? Well, here's the thing.
I don't know where that
Bob.
is.
You're going to have to tell us where it is. Give us a letter and a number, please.
Whoa, Steven! Thank you for pronouncing my name correctly. You are welcome. And thank you for the 2 biddies. Yes. Thank you for cheering correctly.
Cheering correctly.
Yes.
Cool.
All right, so we have our 4 destinations set out. We have our passenger who always starts in the center of the map.
Wow, he already killed the passenger.
Yep. Taking a nap, which is why they're not walking very far. Very tired after a long day of work, as we all are. And so what is going to happen first is everyone who will take a turn, perform some actions, and then they will go ahead and move the passenger. And now there is something that they've introduced in this version of the game that as a balancing mechanic, which is that the on a normal turn, a player takes 4 actions. However, for the first turn only, the first player only takes 3 actions, and the last player takes 5 actions, and everyone in the middle takes 4.
Suck it, Jordan.
Yeah. So the way to pick who goes first in this version of the game is the player who last made use of an underground transportation system, which, because I know Sam went to work before I did, means it's me.
Yeah.
So we both take an underground transportation system to get to work and
It's
back.
over and under.
Yeah, it's both, but it does go
Over
underground.
and under. Yeah, that's true.
There's 2 tunnels.
All right, so for those of us who don't really remember this game super well, we have these little stick things. We have these little stick things. And what are we doing with these?
So we have, in the 2-player game, we have 4 different color lines.
Okay.
In different numbers of player games, you have less. Everybody always has the same number of lines. Guilty Cosplay, thank you for the host.
Yeah.
And the way that works is you're going to be building out each of these lines continuously from themselves, but each of the 4 lines can start in a different place, and that allows you to stake out different parts of the map. It also means that if the traveler or the passenger, I'm going to keep doing that. If the passenger uses multiple colors of lines that you own to get somewhere, you score multiple points for it.
So optimization, they want to go and take the least number of transfers, right? That is like high priority for them.
Yes, highest priority is least walking. Second highest priority is least transfers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Because their number 1 priority is not having to walk, and then their second priority is not having to pay for transfers, essentially, because they're going to new lines. You're welcome, Guilty. Thank you for that ad money.
And then just so people know, you can look at the board and you see this has 3 lines. This has 1 line, which means that's the corresponding number of different colored lines that can exist on that.
Yeah, so in a super crazy scenario, I could do like that. and claim all three possible lines on that
In
connection.
a super jerky scenario, which
Yeah.
Jordan will likely try to
Yeah,
do.
probably. Right here, first turn. Now,
Yeah, that's not how turns work, by the way. Right?
I mean, I could actually do that first turn because I have 3 actions.
What a jerk.
So, on your turn, there are 2 main actions that you can take. Just confirming. You can either place a track token, or you can take a branch tile. And branch tiles are used for branching your line. Otherwise, you always have to extend off of one of the 2 ends of your existing line.
Got it.
So right now, what I have to think about is, where is this person going to go? So as I'm looking at the board, there are 3 gold locations which always take priority over, if you want to go into first turn
Yep.
as well on the splits too. There's 3 gold locations that take priority over the gray location. So the passenger is going to ignore the gray location no matter how close it is, because they are more excited about going to the gold priority location. So,
But if we build the path that's simplest to the gray.
no, they will never go to the gray under any circumstances if there's a gold on the board.
Got it.
And this exists as a balancing mechanic to prevent someone from trapping the passenger on one side of the board with a bunch of gray locations. The gold locations can sometimes pull the passenger to a new section of the board and force people to react to it.
Got it.
Okay, so the current closest one, I believe, is this something
Heidelberger Platz.
Heidelberger Platz, which is 4 spaces of walking. Up in the corner to the left is 6 spaces of walking. And then over here on the right with Spring Fuel, it is 7 spaces of walking. So this is the furthest away. However, I could make the passenger go here by building the right thing. So one of the things
So let's think about that. Hold on.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7. This is 4. If you build 3 lines closer to the 7, what is it going to be?
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, there is nothing I could do to make them go there. I could make them go there.
Okay, right.
Yep.
Because they also are cheap, and they don't want to pay a fare if
Correct.
they don't have
Yeah.
to.
So if the walking is the same and they can choose to take no lines, they will just walk. Mm-hmm. And that would be bad for me. I still hadn't internalized the fact that I only get to take 3 actions on the first turn. If I could take 4 actions, that would change things. Okay, so I think, and then there's a bunch of other symbols on the board that we'll get into. The one I want to point out right now, mainly for Sam's sake of strategy, is that there are 2 new symbols on the board, in addition to the national rail stations and the terminuses. There are these plus symbols, which if you connect a single line to multiple pluses, they're worth more points. So the first one you connect to is worth 0, the second one is worth 2, the third one is worth 2, and the fourth one is worth 4. And that's per line. And then there's also these new tokens, which are different from the tokens on the London map. So the London and Berlin maps actually work slightly differently. They should pay you more if they have monies for all this equipment. Now, Guilty, we actually fired you so that we could afford the equipment. That was Kate Bot's executive decision.
Yeah, blame Kate.
So the other thing is these special tokens here, of which there are different size stacks of them around the board. And each time you build to one of those tokens, you claim that token. And if you ever have one of each type of token, you immediately cash them in for 10 points.
All right, hold on. So is it when you build to it, or is it when you get the traveler to walk to it?
Build to it.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So the symbols on the board are only ever scored when you build to them. And then the only thing that you score from the passenger moving is having them take your track.
Got it.
You and Kate are starting your own stream. Great. Yeah. We needed a second day of content on this channel. So
That's right.
Yeah, we'll
Thanks,
rehire you if you make more content.
Wow.
Lols. All right, so let's see. So I need to make some decisions here in this first turn. So I have 4 colors of lines, which have different numbers of.
Oh, that's right. There's
tracks.
different numbers.
So
of
I have 2 colors that have 15 and 2 colors that have 20. So you do have to be a little judicious about when and how you use the different colors. So what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to start one of my big lines and I'll make them go to that corner. I think. Oh, man, I really can't stop you at all.
Uh-huh.
But I can force you into a certain direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to build here, which allows me to immediately claim the token if you want to show them what just happened there. So I placed this track next to a spot that has one of these tokens on it. So I immediately take that token, which just becomes part of my set. All right. Now I'm going to build a second one here, which connects to this national rail symbol, at which point I score 1 point and move my player token 1 on the scoring track. Then I'm going to go ahead and build one more because I need to build one more in order to make the passenger go where I want. And now this entire route has 3 blocks of walking and 3 blocks of riding. So the passenger, who's over here in the center of the map, is going to go 1, 2, and then ride my track 1, 2, 3, and then walk the remaining 1. And what that does is give me 1 point because during the travel that the passenger just took, one of my lines was ridden. And it doesn't matter how far they go, it's just you pay the fare to get on. And so what happens next is we remove this destination from the board. Sam will remove the card for Citadel.
Do I need to keep it somewhere?
No, it just gets discarded. Yep. And then Sam will draw a new destination to add to the board.
All right, what do we got here? We got...
Yeah, flat fares are awesome.
E4. Zathura? Zathun.
E4...
Zuthin?
Zuthin? Yeah, Zuthin. And that's another gold. Wow. There it is, right there in the corner. Way down there.
Do I have it?
Nope, you don't quite have it.
I don't know if we're going to get to it.
I can move the board.
No, now you've ruined the shot. Blame Jordan.
Oh, can you turn it?
I see it.
There we go. Boom. All right, shot ruined. So it's way down in the bottom right corner of the board. All right. So now it becomes Sam's turn, who, because it is the first turn and only on the first turn, will get to take 5 actions, which is redonkulous.
It is. All right.
Yeah, and so right now, if Sam were to do nothing, the passenger would walk 6 and not even bother with me even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. I recall almost nothing about the strategery around this game, so I have a feeling I will just need to wing it.
That's totally fair. Less manual camera control, please.
Wow.
Wow.
Kate, I actually have a machine for this. I'll bring it next time. All right, so it looks like there's nothing in this game that's going to stop this guy from going to Heidelberger Platz.
I think you're right. Let me double check that.
I mean, I guess if I really wanted to build 5 this way, theoretically,
yes, you
right?
could theoretically get it to go to one of these 2 if you built all 5 off of my path somehow.
Well, yeah, if I build 5 directly this way, that would make him do 5 there.
Plus 1, which would still be 6. But I think this 1, 2, 3, 4, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could get them to come to this one for sure. There also might be a shortcut through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could go to either one. You just can't do it through this path.
All right.
So
Are there tokens for the pluses, or how does that work?
It's just whenever you connect to a plus, you look at that track and see how many it is currently connected to, and then that tells you how many it's going to be worth for building a new one.
Oh,
so
it's one track.
Yeah, so each of your tracks can score multiple points for connecting to the pluses, whereas the tokens are for the player.
Okay, so if I build, even though I just build that,
yeah,
I get a plus.
Yeah, which is currently worth 0 points.
What happens if I do that?
Nothing, because it's each new plus. But eventually, if you were to say get to this one, the second one you connected to would be worth 2 points, because you now have 2 connected to that line. And then if you were to get to a third one, then it would be worth 3 points. And if you somehow connected all 4, it would be worth, 2 points, then 2 points, then 4 points.
So hypothetically, I could, in this round.
Yes.
I don't know if this is a good strat, because this is a pretty duplicative line, but I could get the extra 2 points doing that.
Yes. You would get 2 points and a token doing that.
Okay.
In this hypothetical. Also, the national rail stations, these sort of blue ones or whatever, also count per color. So if every time you have one of your tracks connect to those for the first time, you get a point. So if you do it with multiple tracks, you get multiple points.
Got it.
You also don't have to play all of your tiles for one track.
Yep.
You could, in theory, use this turn to start 2 colors if you really wanted to get 2 points. The potential downside is you are locking 2 of your colors into a section of the map. But if you already know where you think you want those 2 colors to be, you could leverage that.
And walking less is very important to this.
Yes.
Guy. All right. So I'm going to try it. I don't know how it's going to work.
You also don't have to build all 5 because you can take branch tokens.
What is a branch token?
So for every 2 branch tokens that you spend, you can split your track off in multiple directions. Normally you have to only build from the ends, but let's say I wanted to build one here, right? I would need to spend 2 branch tokens to do that because it's not the end of the line in either direction.
Got it.
So branch tokens can be very useful for allowing you to redirect a track.
All right. So one more hypothetical. Let's say I do this. So Traveler goes 1, 2, 3, rides one rail, and then rides the other one all the way.
Yep.
They would never go this way and then come
Nope,
that way.
because it's more walking. They would absolutely pick a transfer over more walking.
All right.
So you would, if you did that in this hypothetical, you would score 2 points.
Got it. Okay, well, I'm not sure how to strategize because I completely forgot from last time. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. It's not a bad move.
Jordan, do you want to move our Traveler?
I do. I would love to. Can you build parallel lines with different colors? Yes. Absolutely. All right, so they're going to go... Wow. You were 1 away from actually making it take mine, too.
Okay, so I'll take this.
So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. Ride on orange, transfer to yellow, and ride all the way to the destination.
Yay!
And also, because I forgot to do this last time, we actually have 5 different passenger tokens that ship with the deluxe edition. So what we're going to do is every time a passenger reaches their destination, a new passenger is going to be waiting at that station looking to go somewhere else.
This is our passenger in a wheelchair? Looks speedy.
Which makes sense. They would like to ride rather than roll everywhere on the street.
Cool. All right. So, given that, I score 2 VP?
Yes. You score 2 points, which ties you with me.
Hey, we're tied.
And you have 2 lines that are on pluses, which is useful in the future.
Cool.
And you got a token, which is great. And that's pretty much it. We need a new destination, however.
All right.
So we'll remove whatever we just went to.
Heidelberger Platz.
Yes, Heidelberger Platz goes away.
We're going to go C3, Merringdam.
Merringdam. C3 Merringdam.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, we're starting to build a clump there in the middle, but we can't go there just yet because we got to go to one of these other two. So interestingly, you have actually perhaps unintentionally stumbled upon one of the great strategies of this game, which is by building on both sides of the destination, you have more or less ensured that the passenger is going to use your line to leave unless I were to build right up next to you.
Yep.
Which I could do to deny you the points, but you've now forced me to do that if that's what I want to do.
Ha ha ha. What do you want to do?
Well, right now, the least amount of walking, I think it's the same to get here. And then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So the question is, now I have 4 actions, which is useful. 1, 2, 3.
So it looks
4,
like
5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, it looks like strategically and not knowing any further ahead. The best way, if you want to deny me points, would be to build here, right? You could potentially minimize the amount of overall walking by putting your path in between.
I would still have to put something where your yellow is to prevent them from using the yellow.
But isn't 1 here better than 1 here and then 1 up?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if I started it here, I could deny points. Yeah, you're right. I'm also thinking about possibly trying to make it take the black line, and I'm trying to see if it is possible for me to make that happen. One, two,
I don't know how
three,
you
four,
do it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Talk us through it, Jordan.
So, okay, so currently it would take 9 steps of walking to get from there to Zuthen in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And if I were to somehow route them through the black line, it would take 12 steps of walking. So if I can introduce 4 routes of train length that are unique to this path and not that path, then it will ride yellow, walk to black, and then ride the rest of the way. And it would skip orange as long as going to black instead of orange is less walking.
All right.
So I'm going to try and do that. And I think I can do that just by extending the black line and not even having to place another one, right? Because this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I just go 1, 2, which connects me to the plus, 3, which connects me to the National Rail and gives me a point, and then 4, which gives me a token, sadly a duplicate of the one I already have, but that's okay. Then that means that the walking is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Cool.
So we'll show how that goes here. So I'm essentially giving Sam. Wait.
I mean, you're giving me the one I would have already taken.
Yeah, actually, hold on. I want to do this with a different color line.
Retcon.
Yeah, the 1 point. All right.
Jordan with the retcon.
So I think I still need to build. I still can't go in here, but I can do like 1, 2, 3, 4, which is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps of walking. 2 of my lines, I still get the token, and I go to 2 national rails, so I score 2 points instead of 1. So it's actually just empirically higher point value move, as long as I'm happy with putting a second color line out there.
All right.
And so here's how that's going to work is our passenger gets on the yellow line, goes 1, 2, rolls on the street on up to black because it was 3 to go here versus 3 to get there from orange, so they would just skip orange. Then they ride 1 here, and then they go 1, 2, 3, and then they go this way, and then 1, 2. And they've landed at Zuthen.
Zoom out.
Whoops, did I go too fast there? Oh, you were zoomed in, okay. So that puts them at Zuthen. Sam gets a point
Yeah.
for taking yellow, and I get 2 points because they took black and blue.
So they took black and yellow.
Yeah,
Black and yellow.
black and yellow, black and yellow. They did take black and yellow and blue.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is it. So
Thanks,
Zuthen
Keith.
goes bye-bye, and we get a new location.
All right. What do we got here? We have D3
Another gold.
Warschauer Street.
D3.
Whatever STR stands for.
Yeah, Warschauer Street. Okay. Or Warschauer Strudel.
I like strudel.
Yeah, Warschauer Strudel. That's what we're going to call it.
All right.
Strudel's delicious.
So it's my turn.
Yes. And they are all the way down here. And currently, if nothing happens, they will go to Warschauer Strudel
Nice.
because they are hungry. But it is a new passenger. It is our pregnant person who is going to get some strudel.
Pregnant strudel.
Oh, you gotta switch cameras for that.
Pregnant strudel.
Pregnant strudel
All right.
could also be a person holding a basketball.
All right.
But
So I am thinking. All right. So I'm thinking I should start and build this way. Because then they'll have to take.
yeah, as long as you put one
Line
there, they
at
will take
one.
it.
I don't think there's really a way for me to route.
You could,
What? Okay. What happens when it's a tie?
if it is a
No, it's not. It can't. I can't make it a tie.
Yeah. You can avoid blue if you dedicate if you dedicate at least 3 of your tracks to duplicating what blue is doing.
Yeah.
Connecting the same 2 locations.
Yeah.
Which you could do by going around, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think what I want to do. Again, don't know if this is a good strategy, especially because I'm putting potentially a third color on the board, which is a lot early in the game.
It's true. But staking out locations, especially if they're possible choke points, can be valuable, which is what you're doing.
Don't know what a choke point is, but
A space where there's only one track.
yeah. So here's the real question, right? Obviously, I can go here, get the theater, I get extra points, but I'm wondering whether it's worth connecting to Hermannplatz, knowing that they have to go to Hermannplatz.
It's true.
And so without an extra commitment from you into this area, they will likely never navigate away from you.
Right. Another thing that you could consider is that there's at least one other gold location on the board. So you will get another turn before they could possibly go to Hermannplatz. So if you wanted to route through the symbol instead, you would have time to expand the white line further. But it is useful, especially for the gray locations.
So basically,
that's what I was saying earlier.
We could do that, and then I would know the next round in all likelihood, without a significant commitment from you, they could not build. I would at least get one white.
Right, unless I dedicated to this spot. Going to here.
Like the entire route.
Yeah, so I could start like a new color. I wouldn't even need to dedicate the entire route. I could just build one, because if there's a tie, the person whose turn it is gets to choose which color they take.
Got it. Yeah.
But the other thing I was saying is that even if you wanted to go this way, you could still build here, and you would have time to build another one here before your next turn, right? So if you wanted to get the token and you wanted to keep going that direction rather than dipping back down, you could just claim that spot to get the token.
I like the token idea.
So you got three tokens there.
3 tokens.
Wow, the plays. All right, now remember, if you get 5 different tokens, all 5, you get 10 points immediately, which is crazy.
All right.
Fortunately, I'm just denying all of that token to you right now. I'm slow. There's 10 of them, I think, so,
All right.
or 8.
Why
All right,
don't
so
you move our traveler?
Yep, she's marching one this way, and then she's gonna hop on the white line, and then transfer to the blue line, and now she's at War Shower Strudel, enjoying a delicious snack. Yes.
Cool.
So Sam and I each get a point. We also did not give Sam a point for building to this national rail, so that's 2 points for Sam and a point for me.
Jordan's winning. Blame Jordan.
Yep, confirmed.
All right. So
First mover advantage.
War Shower Strudel goes away.
Yep. Who shuffled this? Just kidding.
Well, you're going to like this.
Another gold.
B2 Wedding.
All right, B2
Gold.
Wedding. So that is right there.
Look at that. Right next to the black line.
Yeah. That's convenient.
Funny how that works.
So currently, they would actually go to Wedding because,
Via blue?
yeah, they would take 2 to blue and then walk the rest of the way. And we have our new traveler.
Who's that one?
That is just a person who is wearing pants.
Pants person.
Yes.
Nice.
Or possibly is naked. Who knows?
Or naked person.
Yeah, could be a streaker on the subway.
Cool. All right, what are we thinking?
All right. Well, I'm thinking I like the fact that it's going to go to Wedding already. This could be a good opportunity for me to expand my black line so that it again takes both colors. Denies Sam some points.
Well, not right now.
Well, yes. Sorry, gives me points and you don't get any, essentially. Builds on my lead. Yeah, I kind of like that. And I think we're going to do the minimum amount of work that we have to do, which is something that I like to do in this game, is don't build when you don't have to.
And in life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good philosophy for life. So we're going to build 2, which uses half my actions. And that would ensure...
No, you don't get a point yet. Sorry.
Yeah, but that is a good thing to check. So this first plus is worth 0 points because it's the first one that black line has connected to. I am then going to pass my other 2 build steps to take 2 branch tokens because I suspect that I will need that in the future.
Nice.
And because I don't need to build more, so I would like to save the tokens to see where I might need to go in the future. And this gives me more flexibility. So, our streaker is going to hop on the blue line for 2. They're going to walk for a block on the street. And then in order to avoid the anti-streaker police, they're going to hop on the black line and go to a wedding.
I thought he had pants. How's he a streaker now?
I thought we established that.
All right.
Then they're going to crash a wedding.
Wedding crash.
And that is 2 points for me. And no points for Sam. Rigged!
Oh, look. Westhoffen.
I mean, you could shuffle it if you want. I did shuffle it a bit. Is the next one also gold?
No, it's not, but I looked at it, so I'm going to shuffle.
Fair enough.
All right. Do we want to keep Westhoffen?
Yeah, we can keep Westhoffen. That's fine. I mean, I did shuffle it, but it can't hurt to shuffle it more.
Jordan stacked the deck. Confirmed.
All right, so where was Westhoffen?
B2, same area.
Oh, how convenient. So basically, I get the point unless Sam dedicates a new color specifically, or extends one of his existing colors specifically to this space or around it. It does not matter how long they ride on the train. It only matters walking and number of lines. So as long as you can directly connect those two, but it may not be worth it to you if you would like to spend the turn building elsewhere to prep for the future. For example, unless another gold comes up, you know that they're going to come here next, right? So you could think about it in different ways. As the game goes on, you will encounter more and more situations where you simply cannot really affect what the passenger is going to do, and so you build for the future or you take branch tokens to give yourself flexibility.
Cool. I'm just gonna make bets.
All right.
I'm placing bets. All right. I'm gonna go here. Here. Here and here.
Nice. So now you've connected orange to black, which is going to be really useful because now you have an orange to black to yellow line, which could get even crazier if somehow white connected, which basically forces me to commit to connecting black and blue so that I can also traverse the map without using your color.
Yep. All right. We'll watch our streak and make this.
Yeah, you all ready for this? This is going to be one of our.
Well, I got to make sure we're.
We might need a slow-mo of this one.
We have replay mode. We have replay mode. So let's try this.
All right, we're gonna do replay. So, new traveler. Our old man or woman, our person with the cane,
or walker.
Yeah, our walker. Yeah, so it's actually a zombie infestation. Okay. Does not want to walk this one block.
Yeah.
And so, because walking is hard when you're a zombie. Right. So they jump on the train, and they're gonna go. And now they're at Westhoffen.
All right, hold on. Let's see that again. No, I'm not recording. Hold on, go back.
All right.
Reverse.
Let's see a live replay. All right.
They're there. All right, now let's see a replay. No, wait, what?
Not work.
No, there's
a live replay. All right.
They're there. All right, now let's see a replay. No, wait, replay. There we go.
All right, I have a question, chat. Could you hear us during the replay, or did it replay the audio?
I think it replays the audio too. I think it does. I think it does both.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm just curious.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because also, if it didn't replay the audio, we could do like voiceovers.
Yeah, that's true.
It did replay the audio, Draco?
Did it do both?
Okay.
Did it do both? Maybe it did.
It replayed the audio and video. You didn't hear us live. Okay, cool.
All right.
Now, this is now a thing that we can investigate to see if it's possible to not do that.
Cool.
Because it would be awesome to do like replay commentary.
Didn't hear y'all live. Okay, yeah, got it. We have cookies.
We have pumpkin cookies, chat. Pumpkin cookie close up.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we have another one. We have E4 Grumbergali.
All right, Grumbergali.
Which I think is...
It's David's place.
Is actually at the end of the E line.
Yeah. Sam and I went to school with someone whose last name was Grunberg. Except we didn't pronounce it that way. Yeah, it's his alley.
All right.
All right, you said
get one here?
Wow, look at that. Right where Sam has prepared to go. Not a titanium plate.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We'll get it next time.
Yeah. We'll get a special cookie plate for the stream, because that's what we need to be spending money on.
I mean, Kate, if you wanted to get the streamer present or something.
Yeah, if you want to get us a cookie plate that has our logo on the bottom.
All right, let's show you.
Oh my God, we need cookies that have our logo in frosting.
All right. Well, here we go. We've got our new walker.
Yes, thank you. Which is the very first one that we used.
Which is this nice
our dress-wearing person.
Okay. All right.
And
So they're definitely going to Springful.
yes.
That's a gold one.
And it looks like
As of right now, they take black. They take orange. Maybe?
no. Because taking
Oh, because it
orange,
is
they
a
can
step.
just
It is a
walk
step.
one to blue. Thankfully.
Wow.
Yeah. So they would take black, walk one, and then take blue, and then walk the remaining 4.
Did I get a VP for the National Rail?
You did not. I will
was not-
happily
I was
give
not
it to you.
connected. I was
And
not
did you take your token? Yeah, okay, yeah, you have 2 now, I see. Okay. There's an easy way to find out. There, it started with 2.
Nice.
All right, so if I do nothing, I just get 2 points. However, I could get 3 points by starting a new color and sort of claiming the in-out of Spring Fuel. So I think I am going to start a new color. And I'm going to start my green line. And again, this is all about minimal plays. So I think what we're going to do is...
I mean, you got
Actually-
that National Rail piece there. You got the plus.
Actually, now that I think about it, I could do this differently. I could skip.
You could branch blue.
I could branch blue, save a color because I got those 2 branch tokens, which makes the sacrifice that I made last time look really smart, as if I had planned for it, even though I didn't. But I think that works because spending the tokens is part of the build action, so it's not a separate action. So I would branch, and I would like to branch here just because it's a little bit more clustered. There's less options. And then I would go 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I'm going to use this side because I've been using that side consistently. And that puts me at the National Rail, which is worth a point. And it does cost me a point this turn, but I think it gives me a much better network for the future, because now if Sam were to come in and try and build a competing line here for the next turn, it's likely that blue is still going to be the better option because of how far it expands. Whereas if I started a new color, you could just build the same thing I built and then choose your color over mine. So I think this nets me a point in the future at the cost of a point now, and saves me a color. So that seems better. All right, so let's see our Traveler move. They're going to go 1, 2, and then walk, 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 walk. And then they're going to ride on blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So only 1 space walking to get to Spring Fuel. Not too bad. And they very wisely chose the superior service and availability of whatever my service is called.
Yeah. Whatever your
Chat,
service is called.
name our train services.
An engineer who doesn't know how to name a service. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. You don't have to deal with that ever.
I name services all the time.
Yeah.
My names are better than the engineers' names.
All right.
So that was worth 2 points because it took 2 of my lines, which puts me at 12. Huge lead.
Yeah. That's a pretty big
And we
lead.
need a new destination.
So
If you're lucky, it'll be
say
gray.
goodbye to Springfield.
But
Say hello to Johansenhalter. Chaus.
Johannes Staller Chausi? Chaus?
Okay, D4. I think we're going right back to where the bulk of my stuff is right now.
Yeah, this is great for you. You actually have the choice of 3 different destinations without building anything, blue to white,
That's true.
which is kind of nuts.
That's very true.
Oh, thanks, bot. I forgot to disable that. Oh well.
All right, so this is where I think Jordan's ahead planning helped, and I'm hurting because I don't have the tokens. So
You can get tokens now and then build though, right? You have 4 actions, so you could sacrifice 2 actions to get 2 tokens, and then with your 3rd action spend them.
yeah. So I think what I'm going to do, because I think Jordan doesn't want to have this expense, is I think I'm going to build Hermanster, Korsbutor, Kottbusser to Ostenbach.
Oh, and you're gonna get your points.
I'm going to get my points. What are the terminuses do?
Terminuses give you 2 points and a branch token. So they're pretty cool
Oh,
when you
okay.
build to them. Sometimes you can combo things where it's like you're 1 branch token short, and so you build to a terminus and get a branch token and then spend it.
All right, so
So that was 3.
do I immediately get my 10 points?
Yes, you immediately turn those 5 in.
Cool.
We can just put them over here.
Got these 5 tokens.
Yeah, it's one of each of the 5 kinds, and you get 10 points, and thus jump to
In
a
the
massive
lead.
lead. Rigged.
K-Pot's making any mistakes. Well, we don't have K-Pots. We have Nightbot. Well, we have Tilt the Table
Yeah,
Bot,
which makes mistakes.
which makes lots of mistakes. And I think for convenience, and I don't know if this screws with Jordan. I don't think it actually screws with Jordan. I'm going to build one more here to Gubergali, which I hope ensures that our lovely traveler will come to Gubergali next turn.
Yes, that is actually one of the best strategies in the game when there are no gold on the board, is making sure that you control where it goes next by making the amount of walking 0.
Yeah. Okay, used a common instead of a period.
Oh, mistake! K-Bot's made a mistake. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's just incomplete. You just need
Yeah.
the next line. All right, let's see our lovely dress wearer
All right.
move.
I think it wasn't supposed to be the dress wearer.
Oh,
Our wheelchair person is back at
All right.
Spring Fuel. So they hop on the blue line. Wheelie! Skirt! Just to make Sam
Wow.
work for it. Because it already connected down here. And all the way up to... Actually, you get to choose. Would you like to go to Hermanplatz or would you like to go to Grunbergali?
Oh, definitely Grumbergali.
All right, so the skirt was the right decision.
That's absolutely the right call.
Yeah. So you go all the way down here to Grumbergali.
Okay, I'm not going to zoom out and show it, but it's fine.
Yeah. So our person went to Grumbergali. That's a point for each of us.
Cool.
And we now bring in another rider.
Okay.
And a new destination.
So what did we get rid of? We got rid of Grumbergali.
Yep.
That one's gone.
Bye, Grumberg.
And now we have Marienfeld,
All right, what is that?
which is C4. Oh, sorry. That's too low.
C4. All right, that's down here somewhere. This one? Marienfeld?
Oh, look.
Ba-dam. Now you got to move the car. Lols.
All right. Cool.
All right, so if nothing happens,
They go to Hermanplatz.
they go to Hermanplatz. And there's very little that I can do to change that,
It's true.
if anything, in fact.
I mean, okay, I think if you really wanted to, you could technically change it.
I do not have enough branch tokens to do that.
That is a very good point.
Yeah. If I had branch tokens, I could do 2 and 2 and get them there.
Ooh, that is not what I was thinking.
Or 2 and 2.
Oh, do they also want to minimize transfers?
Yes, because it costs them more. So because they will take white no matter what, unless I had branch tokens. Which means this is an opportunity for me to plan for the future.
And get more branch tokens? No.
And I think, well, actually, no, I'm going to do something a little bit different, though I might get a branch token. We are going to start our green line, and we are going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to get 2 points and a branch token.
Wait, Terminus is also 2 points?
Yes.
Wow.
They're basically, they encourage you to build to the end of the map by being worth something. So I get 2 points and I get a branch token. And this, again, pending new destinations and gold destinations, puts me in a position to potentially collect the next 2 locations, depending on what Sam does. It's not likely I'm going to get the next 2 locations, but it does put me in a good spot. And I got a branch token out of it and 2 points. So that seemed pretty useful overall. But there's nothing I can do right now, so our traveler is going to move. Whenever you're ready.
I do it. No. Traveler.
Scene.
Uh,
Ta-da! Our traveler is going to move up on this way. They're riding the white line. White line. Skirt on to Hermanplatz, where they arrive safely and get all the plots they were looking for.
the plots of Herman's.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a good book. Lots of plots.
Hermanplatz is gone. Let's go gold. No
Sam
Emmy.
got a point.
Oh!
Gold.
I called it.
Priesterweg.
Priesterweg.
C4.
C4 Priesterweg.
Would you look at that? How
Oh.
convenient for Sam.
Oh.
So
Oh.
this is why gold destinations exist. Because if they didn't, I would be set for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking here. I'm thinking we pair gold with some gold.
Yeah,
So
you have many good options here.
I think I want this, and then here.
Mm-hmm. So that's 3.
Okay. Now let's think. What do I want with my 4th? I could go here, which would pretty much lock. It would 100% lock unless there was another gold.
It would force me to build to stop.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was 1, not 2.
Yeah.
I thought this was
It
one,
would
not
force me to build to stop you, but it would still be a good play because it also puts you in position to get a terminus.
2. Okay. Which I want terminuses. Termini.
Yeah. At some point in the game, there will be a couple gray locations that come up that they just never get to because the game ends when the deck runs out. So the last like 3-ish locations never get visited. So it's possible that a remote gray location could never get visited if we get pulled around in different ways.
All right. It feels like in order for us to get this game in a timely manner, that we will need to move faster.
Yes, we will make decisions faster.
So,
All right.
and maybe
So-
that's traveling.
Yeah. All right. So here, I assume you're done, right? Oh, you got 2 points because you just
Yep.
connected yellow to your second plus symbol, and then you're obviously going to choose yourself.
That's
So
right.
you're going to ride white here, walk 2, and then ride yellow to here.
To Priesterweg. All right, Priesterweg.
And that's going to give you 2 more points as you extend your lead.
That's right. We've got the B4 Botanischer Garden. I'm going to
Botanishire
guess
Garden.
that is a
Oh.
botanical garden.
Yes, Botanishire Garden.
Botanischer Garden.
All right.
All right. So,
Oh. See, now
Jordan
that
could
just
do that.
that give me 2 options.
It does.
I could go to Botanishire Garden, or I could reroute somewhere else. But I think that the correct play is to maximize my own points by extending green. And green is going to go
direction?
1, 2, 3, and I could get another branch token, but I think I just want to lock down this terminus for the future. So 4.
Nice. All right.
That gives me an instant point, and it means that the rider can then go past Merringdam down to Johannes Strahler Chaussee, which is locked down and will have to use me. So if no golds come up, it will again have to go to Merringdam on the next turn. So I basically take Sam's choice away from him and he has to top deck gold. Yeah. So that is one more point for me, and we need a new location.
All right. So, which place went away?
Johannes Straller Chelsea. Johannes Fowler Chelsea.
That's gone. And
Yes.
Dahlendorf.
Dahlendorf A4.
A4.
Well, we're gonna end up in that part of the map soon enough.
All right.
So now Sam has to play for the future, knowing that there's nothing he can do to stop the traveler from going to
I
Merringdam.
hate you.
And this is one of those instances where planning for the future can pay off. I will get an extra point this turn, so Sam will have to predict the future, essentially.
I hate you. All right. So, yeah, I don't know what else I can really do at this point. I'm not seeing a lot of good options out there.
Sam, use clairvoyance.
So I'm thinking a little bit about my strategy with.
It wasn't very effective.
It wasn't very effective at all. All right. So I think it's interesting. I didn't realize ahead of time where all the pluses are.
For like planning?
Actually looks like it's very hard to get 4 pluses.
Yeah, you basically have to use your 20 and make a big loop.
Yeah, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. And you all may remember, and Sam may remember from the last time we played, on the London map, one of the ways you get points is by making loops with a single color around gold locations. That doesn't exist in the Berlin map, and they've kind of traded that out for the fact that you have these 4 pluses that are arranged in a loop that if you connect, you get points.
Huh.
So it's an interesting variation.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I will. I don't know if the extra 2 points is worth it.
To connect to another plus.
Yeah.
You can always plan for the next movement. Although right now it's in your favor.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean.
Well, at the very least, it would go here, and then you would get the point coming out. Same as I did.
So I think because I don't know what's going on, and I'm not sure what to do, I'm going to bank 2 terminuses. So.
All right, so you get 2 points
Like
and
I'm
a
fine.
branch token.
Right? And then
And
I
then you
will
do it again with white.
do it again with white.
Nice. 2 points and a branch token.
All right.
Sam is now winning by 9 points, chat. He's crushing it.
And let's see. So.
Sam's going to win because we won't finish.
Yeah.
He's trying to get those early points.
You know what? I'm going to go for it.
I'm going to just keep building.
I'm going to keep building.
All right, 2 more up the side, which you guys can't quite see, but he basically extended yellow up a little bit.
So I put these 2 in place, grab that token.
Yep, and getting the token is also useful, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've done a poor job of tokening so far.
All right, Jordan, let's
All right, so
move our traveler.
no choice for Sam. Our traveler is going to just ride to Merringdam, and we're going to get a new traveler, and I get a point. Point.
Jordan gets a point.
Point.
And we get... Oh!
Wrecked by the
D3.
golds.
Nuke D3.
All right, D3.
Nuke.
Oh, wow. How convenient. How convenient that you can
fine.
get there riding green.
It's fine.
Sometimes
it's fine.
that just happens.
It's fine. It's rigged, but it's fine.
Okay.
Can we get a rigged in chat?
Yeah, I mean, I basically don't have to think
right.
about this too much.
So, Jordan, talk us through what you're going to do, because this feels like potentially a really quick round for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think the obvious play is get the terminus while I can, and I don't have anything
2
else
points.
I need to do.
Good
So
call.
2 points, get myself another branch token. I don't think there's any reason to start my new color yet until I know where I'm going to need it. So I think what we're going to do here is actually we are going to go up here to another terminus to get 2 more points and another branch token. And I have 1 move left, if I remember correctly. And so with that 1 move, I'm going to plan for the future by connecting blue to black finally and getting my second plus on that line, which gives me 2 more points.
Jordan's caught up.
So that was a 6-point turn.
All right.
Not too shabby.
Let's look at our...
And then our traveler, very quickly, just takes a short hop over to Nukola.
Which gives Jordan yet another point.
And I've closed the gap to 1.
All right.
Good job, chat.
Did I take that card somewhere?
You
did I
might
just
have
toss
just
it away?
tossed it because
Okay.
you knew they were immediately going to go there.
We got C1. Buchenbeck Monk Mood.
Yes, that. Right there at the top of the screen.
All right. Excuse me? This is not a gold card. Could we just rig it a little bit more, Jordan?
It actually would have been better for you if it wasn't cold because you could have extended white and taken all the points.
I can still extend white and take all the points.
Possibly.
All right. So let's think about this. Traveler is cheap.
Yes. Currently, we'll take green to yellow to this one.
Wait a sec.
But you could change that.
I could change that.
But it has to be a no walking solution.
It has to be a no walking solution.
And it has to be a no walking solution that involves no more than 1 transfer. So you can't go white to orange to yellow because there's too many transfers.
That's right.
So I think you can't... The only way to stop green is to connect white to yellow directly. Or you could try and redirect to a different destination that you felt was better for you if you thought there was one that was better. Or you could just prep for the next turn.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
So lots of options, which I'm explaining more for chat's benefit than Sam's.
Yes. Jordan rigged. Okay. Let's think about this. So... what could I be doing here? All right. So you know what? So at this point, you get a point, I get a point. We go to Marienfeld, right? That's how we're...
Yes,
that's
yep. It would be a point for each of us. So then you could spend your whole turn building or getting branch tokens or whatever you want to do.
All right. So I'm going to continue the domination of yellow.
Okay.
We're going to go up here. We're going to do a national rail line.
That's a point for Sam.
I'm going to build this way.
Ooh.
So now we're at 3.
Mm-hmm.
We're locking that path between the 2 of us.
Yes.
And I'm going to get the extra 2 points from this plus.
And now yellow and orange have made their own little loop. And Sam gets 2 more points for connecting to his 3rd plus, which means that if he can connect yellow, and I think you just almost just barely have enough pieces to do it. You have 6
exactly
left.
enough.
You have
pieces.
exactly enough left. 1, 2. You could technically do it in 5 if you in a weird way. But you have enough, just barely, to get to the last plus, which I assume you're going to end up doing.
Yeah.
Because you've already
think
committed
so.
this far.
I think so.
And it's worth 4 points to do so.
It is. All right.
So, our person with the cane, our zombie walker, is going to take green over to yellow down here.
Wow.
And
they're
check.
just going to run into to Marienfeld.
They've won the chess game. And we each get a point. Sam crosses the 30 threshold. And now we get a new location, which is hopefully gold. Damn it.
Bergenfeld. Bergfeld.
B1?
B1 Bergfeld.
Ooh. So interestingly enough, there is at least one space
I just threw
of...
a card off the table.
There's at least one space of walking for everyone. So I do have an opportunity to potentially change this significantly if I can make something no walk,
Okay.
which I can do.
Kate asked the question, show how to do in 5. So let's show here. I think what he's saying is I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one.
Oh, that's right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So it's a weirder path, but it does include a token and a national rail, and it saves Sam one train track, which he could use somewhere else, like to extend it here or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So there's options.
It does set up Jordan for the block if he wants to be a dick.
It does set me up for the
Jordan
block.
usually wants to be a dick.
But in order to do the block, I would have to commit another color or branch green.
Yeah.
So it would be an expensive block.
All right, Jordan, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I do not want you to go that way unless I put my... Oh, I could branch green, actually. That would not be bad. Yeah, a green branch actually doesn't seem bad at all. Okay, yeah. I think we can maximize some points here. So we're going to spend 2 of our branch tokens, which we have very carefully saved up just for this occasion. And
You need 2 branch tokens for a thing.
2 branch tokens for a branch, yep. They're not cheap. And we're going to go 1, 2, collect this token, which I needed anyways, 3, and 4. I'm almost out of green, but this guarantees that they will go to the botanical gardens, and they have to use green to leave no matter which direction they go. So it's bonus points for me on Sam's turn.
Good call.
The other option I was thinking was I could have built 4 way up here, but then you would have just added a new color to leave. So this is more helpful to me.
Yep.
So we're going to take yellow to green. There was no way I could stop you from taking yellow anyway, so as long as I get a point, that's a bonus for me. We each get a point here, and if I'm really lucky, Zellendorf will be the next card you flip.
All right. So which one do we get rid of?
Get rid of the Botanical Gardens.
Okay.
And I don't know where the one you just drew was.
Where's
Did you put it back in the deck? What do you have? Do you
Maybe
have
I tossed it.
Do you have Bergfeld? Yeah, you tossed it. Sam just really loves throwing these cards.
Messasood.
Where is that?
A3.
A3, Messasood. It's going to be down here somewhere. There it is. Boom. Which is where they will go if nothing changes. Very nicely for Sam, they will go green to yellow to orange.
I do like that. Okay, so here's the strat.
Unless Sam
Because
decides to do something
I'm
different.
trying to screw with Jordan. Not screw, but you know.
Oh shit, is orange going to do what orange is going to do?
I think orange is going to do this.
Which is a point.
It's
And 2 more points. And a branch token.
a point, branch,
So that was
token
3
thing.
builds.
It's 3 builds.
You have 1
Right.
more action should you choose to spend it.
This is the tough one. All right. Let's see. So orange has 6 left. Trying to figure out what I can do with orange. Yeah, this is tough. All right. Let's also look at the board and see if there's any other things that I want. Because I've got these 3 here.
Hello, Shiny Captain. We fired Guilty so that we could afford the fancy new camera tech we're using tonight.
All right, so I got these 3. I need
Yeah, you're going to win off
a
of those
blue,
tokens.
and I need, what else do I need?
You need
And a shopping.
Yeah, you need a basket, which you are.
Could potentially get.
Yeah.
All right, well, since I know I'm going to need to build this eventually, and this is actually, I think, like a strategic play in terms of you either screw me now or you don't screw me.
Right.
You'll put that yellow right there.
Okay.
So I either build 4 in 1 turn,
Right.
or I take my time and build 5.
Yep, that's true.
Cool.
That was smart.
All right, Hungry Traveler.
All right.
Let's
so
go.
the Traveler has no choice but to go green to yellow to orange.
So 1 for Jordan, 2 for me.
Yes.
That's value.
Hashtag value.
Max value.
All right, and new location.
All
As
right.
We get rid of Masood.
We got Karlshorst.
Karlshorst. Karlshorst.
We're in D3 territory.
D3 Karlshorst.
Right there.
Oh.
All right.
So this gets real interesting because, again, It's my turn, and everything requires walking, which gives me a lot of latitude to decide what happens here.
That's true. Okay. So with nothing, where do they go right now?
Carl Shorst, orange to blue with 1 walk. I could make them go there if I wanted to give Sam
But
more
you're not
points,
going to
but
want
I'm
to
not going to do that. Yeah.
Ooh.
I do have other
could
options.
do that and extend green.
Yes, which I have exactly 2 left of, so that could be value.
Not a bad strat.
Especially because the
You
only...
got nothing else. You're going
Right.
to have to branch.
And I would have to force you to spend your valuable branch tokens just to prevent them from taking green when they leave. Which you may want to do, but I'm willing to bet you have more value things to do with your turn than stop me from getting a measly 1 point.
It might be true.
So, Kate Bots gets kickbacks. Shining Cap just gets kicked.
Yeah.
What is this,
Yeah,
Annie?
Kickbots gets kicked back. All right. So, Jordan, what are you going to do?
See you later, man.
There is actually a third option here.
All right.
But
Talk us through the third option, Jordan. Talk us through the third option.
I'm just looking at what's going on up here, but I don't think I'm ready.
Up there. He's not ready for it. He could. I mean, Jordan could institute takeover, right? He's got an entire other rail. I'm already committed. Oh no, I have another rail.
Yeah. You and I both have another rail.
I didn't know that. I thought I was all in. Man, what am I dicking around for? I should be committing my other rail.
I don't know. Oh, okay. I think I know how to make this happen. I think I can get max value up here. So right now it's 1 walk here, 1 walk there, right? So as long as I do 1 walk again with only 2 lines, it works.
Sure.
Correct? So I can go 1, which gives me this, but I won't score it yet because I want to make sure this works. 2, 3, and then I could go here and give Sam an extra point, or I could go here and just say that's the 1 walk, orange to gray. Which also guarantees that they go here and I get the point on exit, no matter where it is. I think that's Value Town, and it allows me to claim this, because I was worried about putting blue up here, because then I would extend all the way up here and you would just start your new line there and come out basically what I'm doing now. Mm-hmm. So I think this gives me a token. It gives me a point, and it takes orange, walks 1 to gray, and is now at Muhlenbeck Mansch Mule.
All right. So I should get a point. I get a point too,
And you
right?
get a point. Yes.
Cool. All right. We're in the northern area, and we've got C3 Yorkstra. We've got more strudel coming. More strudel.
C3 York Strudel. Yep, York Strudel.
York strudel. Okay.
By the way, I'll just take, while Sam's thinking, I will take this time to point out that another thing that scores at the end of the game is that if you have excess tokens left that you couldn't trade in at a 5 per, you score a point for each token you have of the most you have the most of.
Okay.
So like whatever symbol you have the most of, you get a point for each of that symbol you have. So right now, because there's a tie, I would get 4 points because I have 2 symbols the most at 2 each.
Got it. All right.
But obviously the 10 points is worth way more.
Yeah. Okay. So right now, with nothing, they're going to go to
Bergfeld. Yep. So you would have to connect to gray to end that, which is interesting because you would then have to commit your orange or yellow to make that connection, which you may be willing to do. But I'm basically forcing you to close that gap.
The first priority is no steps.
Correct. Yep. And currently, it is 1 step to get to Bergfeld or 2 steps to get anywhere else because I left this gap.
Got it.
So I basically put the onus on you to decide what you want.
That's true. Good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not super happy by the placement of my last line up there, but I had to go for it.
So I think straight up, there's definitely value in me putting orange here.
Yeah, I agree.
So that locks him into not going to Bergfeld. And
If you connect to one of the other lines.
if I connect to one of the other locations, right?
Yeah, sorry, one of the other locations. You have to reduce it on the other end to no walking, because otherwise they will do one line and one walk because there's no transfers. So you would have to connect, even if it was like your new line here or something like that. You would have to connect.
Right.
Or you could branch yellow or orange to go down there or to go here. You could even branch white. But you would have to make sure that whether it's your new line or one of your existing lines, that you get to one of these three destinations.
Yep. All right. So I haven't figured out all of what I want to do yet.
Okay.
But I think one. Okay, so let's count tokens left. All right.
I think I see what you're looking at.
Do you though?
I mean, I could be wrong.
You might.
I feel like you're looking at a terminus.
Oh, not necessarily.
Okay.
So all right. So let's talk through the one move I think I am okay making for sure.
Okay.
Which locks in towards a terminus, but it's this move.
Starting your new color. Okay.
So I started a new color.
Yep. And that would make it be gray to orange to blue to red if you did nothing.
Yeah.
I don't actually think there's a way for you to change that. Unless... No. It's going to go gray to orange to blue to red.
Yeah.
For sure, no matter what.
Yeah, okay.
Wonder if this game is at all popular in London. Travel home for an hour on the tube, then sit down for a rousing game of the thing you just rode on.
I like that.
Yeah,
Mindset.
yeah.
I like that mindset.
I'm ready. Another hour. Maybe they play this game on the underground.
Yeah.
Inception.
Okay. And I think because I placed the orange, right? So I'm already two moves
Yep,
in.
you have two left.
I think the right moves at this point are to go this way.
Just going to avoid the block and go for the long route.
I mean, the fact of the matter is you definitely can't block
On this direction.
Yeah.
I could if you committed to the other one without going all in once.
Yeah. So I think this is the safe play. I get a token.
Yep.
Then we meet. Then after the movement, we each move two.
Correct. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and gray to orange to blue to red. Well played. And you've guaranteed that it takes red on the way out.
All right.
No matter what comes up next, because it's a gold.
It is a gold. It's C3 Cost Booster Tour.
C3 Cost Booster Tour. What the heck?
Which one did we just get rid of?
Oh, is it Kalishus Tour?
Yeah, sure.
Wait.
No. It's this.
Cost Booster Tour. I am blind. Oh, it was right next to it. All right, so now red to blue to white if nothing happens.
Cool.
Which is very interesting. I feel like I have motive to not do that.
Okay.
And I think that the answer is...
Starting your other line?
I already did. All my lines are out.
Ooh.
I think the answer is branching blue again.
Okay.
Blue just becomes a spider on the eastern part of the board. Because also connecting blue to green is useful to me, potentially.
That's true.
So I think I give up a move to get a branch token.
Where do you branch from?
Spend a branch. I branch from right next to it. Right there.
Interesting.
Right? So that would be 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Well, what was the first action?
Giving up a move to get my second branch
You
token.
needed another branch
Yeah.
token. Got it.
Unless there's a way that I could get one right now, and I don't think I can. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. Instead of giving up a move to get a branch token, I build to this terminus. Take the 2 points, spend the branch token. So that's still 2 builds, 2 actions.
Is that what you think I was going to do last turn?
No, I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna curve white around this way instead of building red at all, and just go 1, 2, 3, and then finish that at your leisure because you only have like 6 left.
That would have been a really smart play if I had saw it. I did not see it. I absolutely did not see it.
Which is fine. Sometimes you don't see things on this map. And then I think what we're going to do next with our final 2 moves is we're just going to go 1, 2 so that blue and green finally connect without going through white.
Cool.
So that I have more variety. Okay, and so red to blue.
Cool.
And this is not at all really bad for Sam because white and blue both have equal access to this destination. And we each got a point out of that. And Sam maintains his 5-point lead.
And we now go to E1 Marsham.
Ooh, I've been waiting for that one. Nice. How nice that there are no golds and you can get there on a single line with no walking.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
Not that I planned that or anything.
I mean,
I couldn't have known it would have been right there, but I was hoping.
all right, let's see. What do I want to do?
I don't think...
No, I can definitely.
You could branch white.
Yes, I can definitely.
Or
branch
not yellow. You could branch white or... That's it. You could branch white to change the destination if you wanted to spend that. Yes. The question is, do you want to?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
You have, what, 6 white tokens left?
I do.
Very interesting. I will swap the riders while I'm thinking about it. Ta-da! That changes all the decision making.
It really does.
It would actually be cool if there was a variation on the game where you were forced to do this swap and each of the riders had slightly different rules for how they rode.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That would be a really cool, like, hard mode. It would also make the game a lot more confusing in terms of, like, remembering to swap them and remembering the different rules and stuff like that. But I like it.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is hard. Okay, so I could branch white to do weird stuff, which I might need to do.
I really like it, but I wouldn't play it if it were local to me. That's fair, K-Bots. I probably would... Actually, no, I take that back. I probably would play, like, Bay Area Transit is Crazy, the board game. I probably would play it, if I'm being honest. Maybe not this game as Bay Area Transit, but if somebody made a game.
Yeah, I think the problem is I'm not seeing a ton of value in what I can do with white right now, and so I don't know if it's worth giving it up. I think that's the hard part about all of this.
You are... I mean, I can... Oh, no. I can throw out ideas for you if you want to hear them, just for strategy's sake and so that the people can figure out things. So if it weren't for the fact that I was blocking you, you'd have an amazing move. You still have a pretty good move, which is that you could go 1, 2, branch 1, 2, and you'd connect both of those for 2 points. And you would connect yellow and white at the same time, and you would connect white and red for the future.
Yeah. So
that's like pretty good value.
So here's what I was actually thinking about doing. Branch white, do this.
Oh God, K-Bots.
We'll pan down.
Yep. So you would spend 2 branch tokens. You do that.
Do this.
Get the terminus.
Get 2 points. Get another branch. Because right now you can still reach this.
That's true.
With a branch.
Yeah.
So I can do this. Get the extra branch token. Spend that one. And then branch here.
Yeah.
Now that kind of sucks. But with the 2, I can still connect to the plus.
Yeah. Yep.
If I wanted to.
Yeah. You could save that for a future turn. Absolutely.
That's a lot of turn for. I don't know. I guess that's 3 points.
Yeah, because it lets you pick the destination,
All right. I'm gonna do that.
which
I'm gonna do
forces me
that.
to respond.
So I'm gonna do that.
And so you get 1, 2, you spend all your branch tokens, and then you get a third one from that. And it goes to that destination. That's not bad at all.
Okay.
A 3-point turn is pretty good in this game. Like, you don't get a ton of points at once, other than like when I did all the Terminus stuff. 6 points, I think, is the biggest turn anyone's had, which is abnormal for sure.
Bergdorf, Abendorf.
Oh,
What's
you
that
got
one?
you had a 10-point turn. This is Marzan.
Okay.
Yeah, Musa, whatever.
We got C1 Bornholmer Strudel.
Bornholmer Strudel. All right, C1 is going to be up here somewhere. Bornholmer Strudel. All right, so currently, it's going to go probably white to blue up here.
If it's 3, then it's
It's
basically how you
no
choose.
walking, 1 transfer,
But
right?
blue doesn't get there.
It'd be white to blue.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were pointing up there.
Oh,
I was like,
no, this
wait,
one.
that doesn't
Yeah,
make
yeah.
any sense.
Yeah, sorry, this one, to Marzan. I think that we're going to go... We're going to just do 1, 2 to take white out of the equation. Wait, that's the wrong
Wait, hold
color.
on.
This color. The color that makes sense.
Okay.
Let's use the color that makes sense.
I was like, show me them branch tokens.
Right? I'm using my other 2 actions now. The question is, do I want to do anything else after that? And I'm not actually sure. Maybe I'll just get branch tokens. No. What I'm going to do next is plan for the future and go 3, 4, connect to that national rail for a point.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to ride blue all the way up to Marzan for another point.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. So Marzan goes away.
And we flip over
A yellow!
a yellow
Or gold,
Schonhauser.
C2 Schonhauser Alley, which is currently blue to yellow. How convenient.
Nice. That is very convenient.
And there's basically nothing that can be done to change it.
That is pretty much true. That is pretty much true.
So it's for sure going to be blue to yellow. I mean, you could make it blue to orange if you cared, but there's no value in that.
Yeah, I think I'm really not sure what the right strats are at this point, especially with like orange being a little bit of a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what I want to try to do is potentially go here, here, and here.
Okay. Yeah.
2
That's
points.
fair.
3
3
points.
1, 2, 3. A branch token, and you have one more move, which
Oh,
could
I
be
get this
another
token.
branch token, or it could be whatever you feel like.
Yeah, that's good questions. I don't know what it's going to be.
You have a lot of in progress stuff. So you have like lots of things you can do with downtime if you don't want branch tokens.
Yeah. I think I will. Let's think about this. Actually, I don't know if this is the right move. Okay, I think that's my fourth move.
Okay.
The yellow. Cool.
All right. So they go blue to yellow.
Cool.
And that's a point for each of us. And I think looking at the time, we should probably limit the number of turns remaining instead of playing to the end of the deck, because the end of the deck is large
Cool.
at this point.
I
So
mean-
I'm thinking maybe what, like 3 turns each?
All right.
the end?
6 cards.
Yeah, 6 cards. Perfect.
All right.
So
And-
normally you would end the game by playing to the end of the turn of the person who's last, which would be you. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's perfect.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. We flipped in B2 Termstrudel.
Termstrudel B2 is going to be up here somewhere. There we go. Termstrudel.
All right.
All right. So right now it will take yellow to orange, which I'm obviously not going to let happen.
Yeah, because you just play 1 gray.
Yeah.
And then
I control the next 2 turns unless a gold comes up. So for sure we're going to use 1 action on that because that just decides what's happening. Then I think what we're going to do next is we're going to spend a black to make the gray-black connection happen.
cool.
And we're going to spend a blue to make the blue-gray connection happen. So now I have a network. All of my colors are connected, depending on where we need to go. And that was three builds. So I think that I'm just going to go ahead and take this token here with one of my remaining greens.
Got it.
And we're going to skip over this one, obviously, because I want to trap them in Bergfeld, which is the same number of transfers, same amount of walking. I claim a point from that. And that is it. And it becomes Sam's turn.
Cool.
So now, depending on what the card is, we know what's going to happen. And it is a gold. That changes everything.
Tempelhof.
In C3, who planned for that?
I don't know. Was it me?
C3. Down here somewhere? Oh! Conveniently
Oh.
enough, that looks like a blue to white if nothing happens, because you're obviously going to choose white over green.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see.
And I
here.
took the... or our zombies back. The zombie infestation has resurfaced in Bergfeld. So even the best, one of the great things about this game is even the best laid plans can go awry. I set up this perfect 1-2 punch. A gold location came up. Now Sam has a chance to change everything. Fortunately, I get 1 point no matter what.
Oh wait, you
What?
blue to white.
Sorry, it'd be gray to blue to white. I said blue to white. I meant gray to blue to white. But you can change it.
Yeah, I can.
You can change it with... Oh, wait, no. Gray to yellow to white. Sorry. I didn't see that connection down here because it's behind the piece.
Yeah.
Gray to yellow to white. you
Which
would
which is
obviously choose.
funny because it only happened because you played that gray right there.
Yes. But I had to play that gray to set this up, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
So I think at this point, I'm going to do this.
Which gives you 4 points.
Should be 4 points because
Sam's going to win.
there's not much I can do. Like you've got most of the rest of the board connected at this point.
Yeah.
So,
But you've now connected red to your colors, which is useful
Yeah.
in a longer game.
yeah.
You do reach a point in this game later on in the deck where you're doing less building because you've run out of tokens and you're doing more route planning based on the options because everything connects to everything. So you're like trying to get the most points out of the different equally valid routes that are out there.
Yeah. And I think at this point, although it's not super value, and partially because you only have 2 blue left,
It's true. Blue's hurt.
I'm going to go here and here. Yeah. Cool. Let's move to Tempelhof. So I'm doing that just because I want that basket, and there's actually like no way for you to take both of the baskets.
True, because you could branch around.
Yeah. You can definitely take one.
Yep.
You cannot take both.
Yep.
And you can only take one of the.
Actually,
terminuses.
I could branch and go 1-2 if I was a dick. I could block it.
Okay.
I'm not saying
I don't know if it's value for you
right,
to do that.
Right, but it is theoretically possible. All right, so gray to yellow around to white.
All right. So 1 point for Jordan, 2 points for Sam.
And Sam lengthens his lead as he continues to crush me in this rigged game.
We got A2, Simon Stam.
A2, Simon's down.
Oh, there. Black's in the game again.
All right, so I think we're definitely going to go green to something.
Tell me
I kind of
more.
like green to blue to Bornholder Strudel.
Okay.
And I don't think I have a choice. Wait, I do have a choice.
I mean, you could go to
Yeah,
Dahlendorf,
I
but
could.
I don't know if that's.
You have no yellow left,
I know.
which actually is super value for me because that means it uses green leaving. If I spend my one, that is a lot of points to get out of this one token because I can force it to go there and leave that way because you can't get orange there either.
Yeah, I can.
I would have blocked. If I build here, you don't have enough tokens to
that's
get
true.
there. So that makes it super value. I build one here, which means that for sure Dahlendorf is going to be the destination.
Yes.
And then I have to think about where I want to build next. And I think the answer is I think the answer is I'm going to give up 2 builds for a branch.
Ooh. What is Jordan planning ahead for? The world may never know.
I'm going to give up 2 builds for a branch and
Oh, you have enough for this to build it this turn.
I could build it this turn, but I'm not going to. I think I'm just going to take 3 branches because I don't have enough information to know what the value play is.
All right. So we have after this turn we have we have 1 turn left each. No. After my turn, we have 1 turn left.
Hold on. Maybe I won't. I'm just triple checking my options here. So if nothing else changes, it would be green to blue. Unless you spent your orange branching. Yeah, that seems fine. I'll take the branch token. I don't need to force any other moves because I don't think you can impact it without it being very costly. So that's fine. So this dress-wearing person hops on green, takes it all the way to Dahlendorf
For 1 point.
for 1 point for me. And yeah, and then I put a new person out and we get a new location.
Which is B2, Bismarck Strudel.
Ooh, Bismarck Strudel. That sounds like a local specialty. Bismarck Strudel. Where's that in B2? Wow, look at this little gap here where nothing goes.
Right now.
So, with the expenditure of branch tokens, Sam could impact what happens this turn. But currently, it will take green to blue to Bornholder Street.
That's true.
You could make it be green to orange. It would cost you 2 actions and your existing branch token. So it depends on what you want to do with your last 2 orange tokens.
Wait, how could I do that?
branch down there to connect to green. It would just be green to orange, same destination.
That's true.
So it depends on if that seems like value to you or if there's something else you want to do.
I mean,
I get a point no matter what. Obviously, with the game about to end, that maybe changes the calculus a little.
yeah. So I'm gonna go 1.
Instant 10 points.
Instant 10 points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sam's just going to win off the fact that he's converted this twice, and I have gotten none.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and get my.
You're going to get a
Other
branch
branch
token
token.
and 2 more points. Sam's crushing me.
Which I think you're right. I think I should play 1 here.
You can now that you did that, yeah.
So
And you
that's-
now get that token that you just built to.
That's right.
Yep. And you have 1 more action left.
Yeah, that's the tough one. All right. So I think I want to think about what I have on the board right now. I don't think I can max value out of 1 orange. Let's see. I think I have 1 left, right?
Yeah.
I think I'll just do this.
Okay. Nice. All right.
So, goes on green.
To orange.
Takes orange all the way to
Bornholder Strudel.
All right.
And that's a point for each of us as Sam
We are in the
maintains
last
a massive
round.
lead. Is that a goal?
And we got a gold. That's Frankfurter Ali.
D2,
D2.
Frankfurter Ali. Right there in a nice blue to yellow.
Yeah. Gray to yellow.
Or gray to yellow, yeah. I mean, I do feel like I have to be in the points denial game. Not that it's going to make a huge difference. I don't think there's any way I can win. I can close the gap significantly. So, with that in mind, I think I don't deny you the points on this one. Even though it hurts. But I think the answer is 1. The answer is branch, more than anything else. Branch of black. 1. You do have 1 orange left, so you could use that strategically. But 1, 2 for a point. I actually think 3, and this is my last turn, so, well, if this is my last turn, then I have to go for 3, grab this, and 4, grab that, and trade these in for 10 points, because that's max value on my last turn. That only puts me to 53, and Sam's at 66.
Yeah.
So I would need to do that again. So you were basically like 23 points ahead of me because you did that trade twice, which underscores that this new mechanic is very valuable if you play it right. And that took my whole turn. Did I give my pitiful point for the National Rail? I don't think I
no.
did. Okay. So I'm at 54 to Sam's 66.
Then you get another point.
Then I get a point, and Sam gets a point as we go to Frankfurter Alley. And then Sam basically wins on the last turn, but we'll find out how.
Okay. What's the last card? That's Beerscheikerplatz.
What letter?
B3.
It's kind of down here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So I actually did plan this well. You can still do something, of course, but currently if nothing happens, it goes yellow to black. So I at least get 1 point, but you have a whole turn to basically maximize a bunch of points.
So I think straight up, 1 for 2,
Yep,
and a branch token is max
Yep.
value.
absolutely.
So now it's Do I have any other 2-point moves?
With a single move?
Yeah.
You have a 2-action 2-pointer.
Do I?
Yeah, this Terminus. You just need another branch token.
Yeah, I mean, this is also a 2-action. No, that's a 3-action.
Yep, because you don't have the branch tokens.
Any other Terminus second hit? No.
Not really.
And then how do the extra these work?
Whichever one you have the most of, you get 1 point for each of that one. So right now I have 1 point because I have 2 points because I have 2 tokens that I have the most of, and I have 1 of each.
Got it.
So it's not worth a lot. It's just like a little bit. If you like specialized in only getting one type, you get some points out of it.
Yeah, I was actually trying to. If I had enough branch tokens left, I could have theoretically gone after that.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think it's 1, 2.
So you get another Terminus, which is 2 more
points.
points, and you get a branch token back, which isn't that helpful because you only have 1 action left.
And then, yeah, I actually don't know. Oh, do I? Okay, so I only have orange and red left.
Yeah. So is there anything you can build off of the ends of?
I actually think I can.
Because you just terminated both lines.
Well,
Branch
take the next
token.
Branch token. Oh wait, I have white.
Oh, okay. So you can definitely build white somewhere.
But, I mean, I get. Okay, that's true. That's
actually, your max value point wise. Not that it really matters for your win anyways. Your max value point wise was not to do that and to place white for 4 points. Wait, no, it's
that's
only
not
2.
4 points.
It's only 2. Yellow was the one that was worth 4. Never mind.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you did it right. You can just get your national rail point. Easy. That's another point. And then
Game.
you get to pick a destination, and we get to do a final move plus replay.
Ooh.
But which destination is more fun?
Well, hold on.
Do you want to go to Siemens Dam or Termstrudel? Do you need more strudel in your life, or do you want to go somewhere else? Damn it!
All right, let's go to the strudel. It's right next to the zoo.
It's true. All right.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna zoom in.
Yep. Ready? Let me know when you're ready, chat. This is our super intense.
And we're going.
I don't know. I'm making weird car noises while we're on a train. Skirt. Ha!
All right, netting
She got some more
1 point
strudel.
for me, 1 point for Jordan,
Yes.
and we over.
And that's the end of the game. And Sam finishes with a score of 73. I finish with a score of 56 and get absolutely crushed. Just completely crushed.
10 points for chat. All right, 10 points for chat. I'm good with that.
Yeah, 10 points for chat. That's true. So that's the end of the game. Yeah.
That's fun.
All right. I think we can do a little bit. We can do our normal post game because there is some stuff to talk about here.
Yeah.
And maybe our thoughts have changed since the last time we played.
Cool. Okay, game scored. We're good there.
Yep.
Look and feel. All right, we're doing the thing.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I'm
Boom.
good.
We didn't even count it down because we both know we were
Yeah.
giving a thumbs up.
Ooh, 73
Whoa!
bits.
Steven, thank you for the
beverage
73
point.
bits. That's right.
We gotta play games with more VP.
Okay. Why did we quit early, Sam? We could have gotten so many more bits.
Yeah, I mean, I told Jordan I really like everything. I liked like the watercolor, the art. The only thing I didn't really like is the like swoopy lines for the
the tracks on the board, yeah.
And a lot of that's just because some of them were like really light, but you know, whatever, I'm over it.
Yeah, I think, especially in the deluxe version, I would imagine that the normal version does not have different sets of custom destination tokens for each side of the board. I think it only has 1 passenger rather than 5 unique ones, which is a cool touch but unnecessary to the gameplay. I did notice that compared to the previous game, the branch tokens and the destination tokens and whatever are chipboard, whereas they were wooden tokens with stickers. in the original. However, the branch tokens are a different shape this time, which makes it nice so they don't get mixed up visually with these. And yeah, the new artwork is very refreshing. I love the like splatter paint style on the box sleeve and the box itself. So
pretty.
yeah, they did a good job. And also, you all can't really see. Maybe we can put it on this camera. I don't know what it's called, but they have like a reflective, shiny surface on the city outline.
Oh, it's like
itself.
got a spot gloss.
Yeah, that's what it was. Might have even been a spot UV, but we don't have a UV light. Because that's a common thing in Kickstarters that are doing well as a stretch goal. All right, next category.
So next category. We have been asked to change how we're doing the thumbs.
Okay.
Do you remember what you might not have been there for this conversation?
I don't think I was.
So the conversation is hold out your hand,
Okay.
then jiggle, and then we thumb.
Okay.
Because if we're already here, it's hard to know if we're just staying here or if we're done jiggling.
I
All
like
right,
it.
so we got next visual accessibility.
3, 2, 1.
All right, enough
Yep.
said.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems. There's symbols for all the
There are a
things.
lot of colors too. There's
Yeah.
a lot of colors too. So at least you maybe wouldn't confuse your own if you
Yeah,
chose the right colors.
There is like maybe there's a possibility of like getting green and brown lines confused for some people. So, but it seems fairly minor because the colors have to link together, so they're not like spread everywhere. You can follow a continuous line and then figure out whose it is.
It's true. All right, we're at learning. 3, 2, 1.
All right. You gave a lower score, so I'll let you talk to it first.
I mean, it's quick to relearn, so I get that. I think most of the rules are simple enough, but to me, I do feel like, getting into the intricacies again. I think like for me, early game, I was just hopping in. I don't know. I tend to not love learning these types of games when it comes to like I made a weird strategic play early in the game. So I think I'm basing it off just what I feel about the game, not necessarily like what it felt like to relearn it.
Yeah. Actually, while I'm talking about this, do you mind putting this on the green screen? So there is a cool learning resource, which is the reference card that players have for how different things score. Once Sam has that up on the green screen. But before I talk about the resource itself, the one thing that I think could have been easier to understand, which is how the pluses worked on this particular board, which is a thing that I had to explain to Sam several times. The only reason I understand it is because I literally read it in the rulebook. But like understanding that like the first one you connect to is worth 0, the next 2 are worth 2, and the next one's worth 4, and that's per line, is like a little bit complex. So I could see how you might give it a tilt thumb instead of a thumbs up. But both sides of this reference card have the scoring rules for each side of the map, which is really cool.
I just thought about something. If they ever make this game, maybe they could do this. So taking the 2 tokens and making them like puzzles. So you have to lock both in to have 1 token.
Right. That'd be cool.
Visual way to see that you need 2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next category. Where are we going here?
All right.
We're at complexity. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Jordan goes low.
All right. I didn't think about it too long before I gave the rating.
Let's talk really quick, since some of us might be new to the thumb rating system. When we're talking about complexity, and we can redo it if we need to, we are actually talking about complexity as it relates to other games that are this style.
That is fair. Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to think about it differently as a result of that. I will say that did factor into how I was rating it.
No, you're right. I haven't gotten the mindset of thinking about that since we started doing it. So I would actually revise mine to a thumbs up. Cool. And that is because the game that most obviously comes to mind of this type is Ticket to Ride, just because you are building trains and you're placing like these train things. There are probably other games that have similar mechanics in terms of like the destination mechanic and stuff like that. I can't think of any offhand. There's definitely like, this also has similarities to Ticket to Ride in that in Ticket to Ride you have routes you're trying to complete, and on this board you have special destination that gives you points if you get to them. So it's kind of like free-form routing,
Yep.
but there are similarities. So this is much more complex than in Ticket to Ride, where they're just like, this is the route, this is the only route. So you have a lot more thinking you have to do in terms of just figuring out what's on the board and what do you track and all of the different colors and everything like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think I enjoy this more, mainly because I think the RNG is the right way to do RNG, right? It's like it prevents runaway winners.
Yeah. The RNG actually hurts people's strategies. It makes it harder to succeed at a perfect strategy rather than like yeah, you're right. It's a balancing mechanic.
Yeah. So I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Let's go strategic depth.
All right.
And again, we're doing this in comparison to a game like Ticket to Ride.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same thing, right? Like, I feel like in Ticket to Ride, the randomness really controls the game. And you end up playing the other players more than you play against the game itself. I think, like,
Agreed.
This
Lots
one
of
is cool.
blocking.
Like, Jordan does his little thing up there, tries to lock people in. All of a sudden, we flip a gold. Like, there's again, the prevention of a clear runaway winner is really strong. I think in a 2-player game, you didn't see us butt heads in these like 3s as much, but when we played 3-player last time, it definitely did. So I feel like the depth is layered in a way that's like approachable. So I really like it.
Yeah, I think in terms of strategic depth, there is a lot going on here. You're getting points by getting routes. You're getting points by connecting the symbols. On this one, it's the plus side. On the London side, there's actually these tokens get replaced by tokens you don't take off the board, and if you connect 2 of the same token, you get points. There's building the terminuses. There's building to the national rail symbols. And then now on the Berlin side, there's collecting the tokens, which Sam used very effectively to crush me. And so I think that there is a lot of different ways that you can win, and at the same time, it's like both breadth and depth of strategy, because your strategy is always evolving. There's a lot of different ways to win, and once you even decided on which of the ways you want to win, there's a lot of different ways to achieve it, because you have all these different lines that you control, which vary based on the number of players.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, last one, excitement. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'll let you go first.
I mean, I think, like, not to pile on to Ticket to Ride, because it is a good game. People do enjoy that game. I'm not.
It is a classic.
It's a classic. Yeah. Personally, I'm not a big fan.
Same.
And I think a lot of it is like the game mechanics are tedious.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really engage me. I mean, for the most part, I don't ever feel the need to pay attention when someone else is playing.
Yeah.
This game is not that. I want to pay attention. I think a little bit of it came from the fact that we're both veterans of the game, so it didn't feel like turns took as long. But
yeah,
I personally I think in our old rating system, this would fall into the category of like, I wouldn't necessarily call it to be put on the table, but if it was, I would play it.
Yeah, so you're an enthusiastic yes if someone says, should we play this game, essentially.
Or like, I want to try this game.
Yeah. I definitely, let's put it this way, chat. I love this game enough that I owned the original version.
So nice, he bought it twice.
So nice, he bought it twice, which is rare. I almost never buy reprints, but this is a good opportunity for us to talk about what has been changed since the original game, which is why you should definitely consider picking it up. Obviously, we played the Berlin map. There's a whole different London map. The London map has a few different specialty mechanics for scoring, which is, as we mentioned, connecting 2 symbols and also making loops around the gold stations with a single color track. If you close a loop, you get a point for every gold station inside the loop, which is very cool. Then, otherwise, all of the artwork is fresh. The deluxe version has really cool components. So overall, I think they have stayed true to reprinting this game and bringing it back to life in a new and fresh way, because the artwork does make it feel more modern than the original did, because the original came out over a decade ago.
13 years ago.
Yeah,
guys.
but they have also committed to saying this is not just a reprint, it is actually the game with expanded content, which I think is very, very important when it comes to reprints.
So Jordan, I know this went to Kickstarter. Are they going to make this like buyable? Like,
Yes. I do not know how wide its distribution is going to be, but they are an EU-based company,
content.
and you can buy it from their website and have it shipped to the US.
Right now, I can do it
Right
right
now, I believe I found, yes, I linked on their website in the panel below the stream. If you click on it, you can actually go order this right now. I believe the order form is available. So I do not know if it is they printed what they printed for their print run and they're going to sell it till it's gone, or if they're planning for a more widespread continued distribution. It probably depends on the overall success of the game, as the economies of being a game publisher usually do. But yes, if you, I know that, for example, Mr. Draco watched us stream this last year and immediately went out to try and buy it, couldn't find it, and then immediately backed it on the Kickstarter when it came up. I think that this is one of the better games that we have played on the stream ever. So I highly recommend going and checking it out and seeing if you can get a copy if this seems like your style of game.
And if you're sitting at home thinking, man, I wish I could have backed that Kickstarter, I just didn't know it was available. I just went an exclamation point Discorded in our chat. Feel free to join our Discord. Draco was all over this when it first came out. It was all over our Discord. Feel free to hang out there, look at new Kickstarters. We'll occasionally talk about new content that's coming up. Definitely join and hang out with all the nerdy board game kids.
Your favorite game from stream? Wow, Cape Bots, that's high praise.
Ooh.
Or we suck and this was just decent.
Look, K-Pots, this Discord is confusing. Believe me, it is more confusing for people who have access to the special channels. Just going to say that here.
Lols.
We prevent you guys from dealing with it as
Lols.
much, but it's there. Cool. So for those of you who are joining us live, stick around for the post-show.
Finger guns.
Finger guns in the chat, in the air? I don't know. Whatever. All right. But thanks for joining us.
We'll be right back in just a sec.